we are. We're at the start of Holiday Hill. Now there's one little rock area, or this little overhang I'm going to stop at and show you guys how I did my wiring and on the dash cam. This is the trail leading up to the trailhead. Now you do have to, this is a paid trail, so you have to get on, I believe it's called First Frontier Trails, and you have to buy a permit, which I did purchase a permit for this trail. I actually purchased a whole yearly pass for all of their trails. It's for out of state it was $40 a year, but it'll be worth it. Plus I don't mind, you know, they're gonna upkeep the trails, and this trail's been closed for the longest time, so I'm just happy it's open again. It's actually been about 12 years since I drove Holiday Hill. I did it before, back when I was in Jeeps, and of course that's probably been at least 12 years ago. So I've never done it before in a Bronco, so we're kind of excited, and this will be a new experience for me and for anyone watching this. So be riding with me on these trails. But here comes this cool little overhang. I think you guys will enjoy. It's really pretty. But I'm going to pull in here and park real fast. It's a little darker than I thought it was going to be, but I think it'll be okay. So let me get turned around here, and I'll tell you a little bit about the dash cam, a little bit more. All right, here we go. I'm going to use my cell phone here. So, all right here is where I have my GPS, and my power is coming up here. I have it wired up here going through the dash, brought down through here, around the corner right here. Get out of the vehicle. And then I've routed it down through here, and then back in here into the fuse panel. But now Wolfbox has this OB2 plug, so now you don't have to wire into your fuse panel. You can just plug it into the OB2, which is right underneath here. I know it's dark, so I apologize about that. But so my rear camera, or my GPS too, I have it also through here, and mounted right there with just the double-sided tape that comes with it. And they do give you a trim tool. Actually, I still have it in here, the trim tool that is included with the kit, which comes in handy because you will use that. So the rear cam, I have it mounted through the top headliner, down to the A-pillar, down the side, and then I have it running through the kick panel. It's running through the kick panel. I have it running through the kick panel all the way down through here, into the back, over this hump, into the rear. It is pretty dark. Hopefully you guys can still see everything. And then it comes through here, down to the floor, right here, up into this wire right here. Through here, you can pop this panel right here off, through here, and then behind here. Let's see if I'll tear this up, trying to get it off of one hand. And then I have it bundled up right there, my slack. I took a razor blade and poked a little hole right here inside this gromplet. And then it comes out of the gromplet to right here. And then, of course, mounted it right here in my rear tire. Now, some people mount them inside here. I just kept it simple and mounted it right here. If I ever had to get my spare off, this is just double-sided tape. The tape that was included with it. I just pop that off and pop it back on. And, of course, here, I keep my wire tucked in there. You just unplug this, and you're good to go. So, like I said, my install is pretty simple. It didn't take too long to install it. You know, about an hour, I'd say. I try to keep it as clean as possible. And then my front camera, of course, I have it mounted down the A-pillar as well, and goes through the little rubber gromplet, and I have it mounted underneath my bull bar right here. So this is where all the magic happens, and this is water resistant. I think I did dunk it in water earlier, so I'm gonna wipe the lens off. But I've dunked it in water several times. I've never had an issue with it. But I don't know how to respond to that. Siri, hush up. So anyways, I had the wire mounted through the bull bar, and of course, I think the plug is, here's the plug right here. Like I said, I've yet to have any issues out of that plug. But anyways, that's pretty much the full system, and we're gonna go ahead and run Holiday Hill. I'll show you guys the trailhead here. Now this one trail here to the left is called, which it all meets together, but it's called the Gatekeeper, and I don't think there'll ever be a 6th-gen Bronco do this trail. Dude, it is freaking gnarly. I don't feel like walking up there to show you, but you're just gonna have to take my word for it. But here's the Frontier trail system, Appalachian Frontier. So we're going right. We're gonna take the difficult trail, and it'll meet us up to Holiday Hill. So I'll come back here in just a few minutes. But, you know, as you see coming up now, this first little drop off here, I know when my driver's side tire is about to, you know, hit that drop. After I get up this first little part, I'm gonna turn the drone on, get it up in the air. But again, you know, you're always going uphill, so I use this camera to help keep me on the trail and help me, you know, watch out for rocks and whatnot. There we go. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get the drone out, so I'm going to pause the video here real fast. Alright, here we go. Again, you know, you see I'm just looking at nothing but sky. Keep an eye on the monitor. Had to disable my obstacle avoidance. There we go. Alright, here comes the more difficult part of this trail. This is the part where they call it Holiday Hill. You can slide you sideways, it can do a lot of different stuff to you. We're gonna try to get up it easy today. It looks so dry, it should be easy. Best view for the drone. Why this thing's not turning or doing nothing? Oh, look, I got it in tracking mode. Normally I don't use tracking mode, I just fly it manually, but I'm trying to do multiple things at once today, so let's see, trying to get the best. There we go. Alright, so first of all, I'm going to pick my line. I'm going straight up the center. Looks pretty good to me. So, see how she goes. Again, using my dash cam for front tire placement. I'm going to go ahead and turn the front locker on. Like I said, if that would have been wet, it would have been a heck of a lot harder. It would have spun you sideways. A whole lot could happen on that hill if you're not careful. The video I'm showing with the drone just doesn't do it justice. Go. Looks like there's a bypass here to the left, but I think the Bronco can do this. Again, you know, front end's up in the air. I am watching that dash cam, you know, that monitor. Let's see how I'm going to aim for inside of this rock right here with my tire. That should have it. Should have it. Again, the whole entire time, I cannot see the trail. Well, I shouldn't have stopped. That's what I get for talking on film. I'm gonna reposition my line a little bit. Driver instead of passenger. This hole over here is pretty deep. I'm gonna drop back down. Like I said, man, this trail isn't the easiest trail. And these rocks are several feet tall too. This time I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna drop my passenger into this dip on the right. Trying to get my frame from not touching the ground and not beating my tar out of my Bronco. See how much easier that was? Just change the line up a little bit. Again, I'm gonna drop into this over here on the right. And I think I'm gonna climb this rock right here. No, I'm gonna go left. Drone real fast. Yeah, just like this. It's just that simple. But like I said, without unlock the front lock, unlock the locker so I can turn. Without this, that would have been a heck of a lot harder. A heck of a lot harder. That allowed me to climb it without the use of the spotter. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I guess I don't know if I'm going to turn around and go back down or I'm going to continue on this trail out, but this actually does loop back around. It's kind of a new trail system that they've added down here at the Red River Gorge. It's not part of the DBB, but it's still, man, it's awesome that they're starting to add more trails. These trails have always been here, they've just been closed. It's awesome that they're opening more older trails back up, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I just decided to turn around and go back down. I kind of want to show you guys how steep this hill is. I think you'll be able to tell a lot better watching me go back down. Be careful, this huge, massive rock over here. Definitely don't want to pitch into that thing. I'm gonna kind of ease down into it. I might have to reposition. Actually, I'm gonna reposition. Back in my Jeep days, stuff like this didn't faze me one bit because the Jeeps, you know, they got a little bit more axle droop, a lot more axle droop. Not that I'm saying this Bronco can't do what the Jeep can do, you just have to do things differently. You always have to be aware. You know, you have to predict what the Bronco's going to do in certain situations, and sometimes they are hard to predict. I'm pretty sure I've got a wheel off the ground right now. Yeah. But as long as I avoid that big rock on my driver's side, that's all I cared about. You know, the drone's not very, I just updated it yesterday and it sure is awful sway. Normally it's a lot more stable than this. I'm getting ready to drop down this big drop. Nice and easy. We got one more to come down. Like I said, I'm constantly checking my, you know, to see where my feet are, basically, see where my tires are with this, with the Wolfbox. There we go. I'm telling you, it's way steeper than what it looks like on film. See, it's like right now, you know, I cannot see, I don't know if you can tell in the video, but I cannot see anything, you know, so I'm going to go ahead and, actually, I'm going to bring my view up just the slightest bit so I can, I definitely don't want to take the wrong way down this. It's going to need to be more right. Go into manual mode, first gear. See, I didn't hit that on the way up because my suspension was all unloaded. Now it's loaded up, so it's wanting to compress a little bit because I'm coming downhill. See here, getting ready to come up to the next drop. About right now. So we're going to ease on down. Like I said, this isn't too bad. It's just gotta take your time on this trail. Hopefully I can bring more of you guys with your Broncos up this thing. You'll have to get a permit, but make a trail ride up here. I think you'll enjoy it. It's be a nice little challenge. Alright, well, that's basically I want to say the hard part. I'll keep you with me the entire time. Might be a little boring, but you're getting real world, you know, use of the flying a drone and using a dash cam as you're four-wheeling. Like I said, I don't recommend doing this, but I've been doing it for a while, and I'm getting pretty used to it. The drone keeps wanting to change altitudes because I'm going down in altitude, so as I pull back on the stick, it's wanting to go up, but really I need it to be going down. I said I will do a tutorial one time on getting drone footage off-road. I know a lot of people are wanting me to do it. But today I just wanted to, showcase the G900 Tri Pro. Let's see, this time I think I'm going to go left. And of course I don't know where the edge is by the bumper cam. Like I said, if I didn't have this dash cam, dude, this would be a heck of a trail to navigate by yourself. Even for a seasoned off-roader, I mean, it's going to be way more difficult because you're not going to be able to see your tire placement. Now, if you're running 40s and you're flipping stretched out, and you got this badass TJ or JK, JKU, whatever, JL, yeah, you got the tire size to get over a lot of this stuff. But I'm on 37s, IFS suspension. I have to take care on where I place my tires. Like right now, navigating through this, little downhill rock. Just a little tire. Hopefully the drone stays in one place, because for some reason it's giving me a hard time. Just down here I'm going to have to go down and then right. I don't got the guts to go all the way down that. It's too big of a hole down there. It's washed out over the years. I don't trust the traction. Let's see, right there, maybe. Ease on down. Let's start turning right. And again, I'm watching my camera feed. I know if I need to change my line, I'm getting ready to get a, bash my plate in, my front bash plate. And there's a dip. Like I said, if I wanted to, if I had other buddies with me, I'd be running this view. So now you can see the view behind me. You can see what I just came down. Of course, like I said, if I had some buddies with me, I'd be able to spot them or whatever. Make sure they're still behind me. You know how it goes. But I guess that's pretty much it. I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. I love running trails like this. I can't wait to run this trail again and bring some of you guys. Dude, it's a fun trail. Very pretty. It actually, we don't have to turn around and come back down. We'll actually follow the trail on out. I just don't have time to do it today. Uh-oh. I'm about to take a wrong turn. We got to go right. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I appreciate you watching. And like I said, I'm not an influencer or any of those. I'm not an influencer. I'm not scripted. I just consider myself an enthusiast. I love doing this. I love bringing people wheeling. I love showing, giving people tips and tricks. I love technology. I love the Wolfbox dash cam. That's the reason why, I'm making this video today is for Wolfbox, and to to show anyone else out there that get you a dash cam. You like wheeling alone. Even if you don't wheel alone, you like being adventurous. This thing captures everything. I mean, it's always running. Plus, it's a dash cam. So if you're ever in an accident, you've always got a witness with you. But best of all, it's always capturing video. So any adventure you go on, whether it's grocery shopping to trail riding, it's always got your back and it's always recording. Thanks for watching.